Aloha, my son is Alex Ozawa, and he most certainly does not approve this message. But because I'm a proud dad, because he only reluctantly joined social media last month and has maybe 10 followers, I'm making this video to introduce him and yes, to ask you to support his run for Hawaii State House District 38, which includes most of Mililani Mauka and parts of Mililani Town. TLDR, he's launching his first run for office at age 19 to represent the best big little neighborhood in Hawaii where he grew up. He graduated from Mililani High School last year. And I'm making this video now at about midnight because he's trying to raise enough money from supporters so that more supporters will see that he's raised money so they will give him money to support him. That's how politics works. So 24 hours from now, he's got to close up the quarterly books and open them up to a skeptical world, and we want to show that he can make it happen. Now, if you just want to stop this video now and donate, don't let me stop you. You can go to alexozawa.com. We're using ActBlue. It's a cool platform with a mobile form that makes it very easy to donate. Apple Pay, one click, Face ID, Venmo, credit cards, if that's what you do. So if you do that, thank you truly. Otherwise, though, until we can introduce Alex to his future constituents face-to-face, one-on-one, which he's going to start next month, I figured that I would attempt a frequently asked questions video. Now, to be sure, nobody can explain who Alex is and what he stands for better than Alex himself, but I hope I have a little credibility as his dad, and I'm up anyway. All right, why run? The short question is he got a job at the Capitol and was immediately fired up. Now, most people who see how the proverbial sausage gets made swear it off. They become vegetarians, but Alex loves the nuts and bolts of the legislature and government. Like many in his generation, he wants to make a difference, to make his home a better place. And after, I think, spending day in and day out surrounded by policymakers and giant piles of printed spreadsheets, I think he feels he can actually do that. Why now? I mean, yes, he's young. That's clearly both a strength and a weakness. If he's elected, he'd be the youngest to serve in the Hawaii State House, and that would be awesome. I think, again, he sees possibilities. He saw more millennials and Generation Z public servants, and I think he wants to be part of that bridge between generations, and certainly part of the growing coalition of young people who are stepping up to do the hard work of serving and governing. I will also say that Mililani has recently faced some challenges that it's never faced before. He knows those challenges and that they need new thinking and new approaches. Mililani is an incredibly safe and welcoming community for a diverse mix of families. It was certainly a sanctuary for us, and he wants that for future generations. What has he done to prove himself? I mean, yes, at age 19, he doesn't have the longest resume. At the top, I would put, currently a budget analyst for the Ways and Means Committee at the Capitol. He just loves the work. I think only a select number of people get into government, literally line by line with decimal points, and he likes that stuff. He's also in the middle of his second term on the Mililani Neighborhood Board, another body where I think he's just thrived in dealing with both the big and small quality of life issues that Mililani residents care about. He also knows and loves Mililani. I mean, the red dirt is in his blood. He went to Kipapa Elementary and Mililani Middle School before graduating from Mililani High School, class of 2022. As a student coming up, I mean, at Kipapa, he was a multimedia producer. At Mililani High School, he was an editor for the award-winning Trojan Times student newspaper, which is where I fell in love with journalism, too. And he was on community service clubs, Interact, Leo Club. Those are like the student versions of Rotary and Lions. He even established his own club with his friends, the Good Dogs Club, for students who love dogs. I mean, he makes things happen. He has had other jobs. He's worked in fast food like any young person, bravely serving fried chicken to classmates and neighbors that he knows. He's even had a union job with a brief stint as a delivery driver for the U.S. Postal Service. And, while all of this is going on, he's still committed to going to college. He is taking a break from UH West Oahu right now, but he knows that's important. Certainly something that his mom and I instilled in him. Finally, I guess, what's his platform? What are the issues he's most passionate about? Now, you're going to get these answers in detail directly from him, as he's promised to have it all written up in a few days. But again, at least please let me tell you what I know. Education is high up there. I mean, he's fresh out of high school, makes sense. He started community college. He knows firsthand how important our schools are to shaping the young people. They deserve to succeed, but also we're counting on them to lead someday. So, number one. Public safety. That's probably what's on every Mililani resident's mind right now, top concern. And thanks to our time on the Mililani Neighborhood Board, there's been some important information that's been gathered, some great conversations with law enforcement. Without a doubt, our police department needs more support, more recruits, practical support to better serve Mililani in a policing district that stretches like all the way up to Haleiwa. And yes, HPD, many critical services are provided by the city, but Alex knows how to make sure the state is a strong partner as well. Since he's been a little kid, Alex has totally been into civil planning, transportation, Sim City or whatever the games that the young people are playing now. Mililani has everything we need, but many of us still can't escape long commutes and rush hours. And until he can realize his dream of extending rail up to Mililani, he's going to make sure that people can get to where they need to go efficiently and safely. He wants to talk about local traffic calming, electrification of transportation, mass transit, bike paths, the multimodal approach. That stuff, totally his jam. And a lot of other things, before this video gets any longer, probably falls under the umbrella of progressive policies. He's Generation Z, after all. And unlike I will say that Alex is a Democrat. He's not afraid to say it. Trust me, he's not crazy about party politics, but I would say in the world we're in right now, from the top of the national ticket down to the neighborhood board, this is beginning to matter. What does that mean in practice? Healthcare is a basic human right. Politicians have no place in a doctor's office. Small businesses are important to a growing and diversified economy, but workers deserve fair wages, good benefits, and certainly a right to organize. He's going to defend students' rights to expression, student newspaper there, of course, freedom of speech, for young people to feel comfortable in their own skin, to feel safe in their classrooms. He'll fight efforts to ban books or otherwise inject politics into our classrooms. And while he knows the importance of bipartisan governing, I think, and also most public servants are rational people who want the same things for our constituents, Alex will definitely fight the encroachment of radical elements looking to disrupt or divide our communities. Love is love. Trans rights are human rights. Science is our friend. Climate change is real. Stuff like that. Okay, so I'm pretty sure Alex is going to ask me to take down this video tomorrow because I am very cringe or whatever. And yeah, he should be telling you this stuff himself. He will. But you don't know him yet. You know me, so I think this is a good introduction, right? So thanks for watching, if you watched. And if anything resonated, please donate. You can help Alex represent the Mililani of the future. You can elect an effective legislator who can work with other legislators to get things done. You go to alexozawa.com. There's an ActBlue donate link, Apple Pay, Venmo, all the fun stuff. You can even pledge monthly. That would be swell. All right, it's late. Mahalo again. And more updates to come. Happy New Year.